can keep that one?
Okay. So, a few weeks ago when I was babysitting my nephew, he's 4 years old, he asked me to go play video games in his room. And so, it got me thinking, how stuck are these kids on technology, and how has it affected their life, okay? So, today, the society is referred to as the age of technology. We hear a lot from elders, like, we didn't have that back in my day, or something like that. And, so 20 years ago, technology was not like we have it today. We will be, in 20 years from now, in the future, the technology we have now will probably not be around anymore. Which raises the question, are we a society too dependent on technology? And if you ask anyone here, they will tell you yes. 20 years ago, there was no Facebook, there was no YouTube, there was no Google. We didn't have electric cars, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have wireless internet or things of that sort. So we fail to realize that what it would be like without them. We fail to realize that if we didn't have technology, our world would be completely different. Children would rather play on their iPad than go play on a playground. They spend hours a day looking at a computer screen rather than, whether it be an iPhone or a computer or an iPad or things like that. So how can we change this? How can we change the way children think about technology? Well, I think that it all depends on parents and the steps that parents take to keep traditional things in their kids' lives. So I think that children who want technology and they want to play a game on the phone and they throw a tantrum, I think it's the parents' job to not give in. And I believe that that's a problem nowadays, is that parents give in to their children wanting to play on their phone or wanting to play video games, and they just give in, and parents can't do that. So, technology has not always been a bad thing. Without technology, we wouldn't be able to have life-saving surgeries like transplants and like cancer treatment and things like that. So, I'm not saying it's entirely bad, but I do believe it can and is creating a very isolated generation. So in conclusion, I believe that because of our reliance on technology, it would be very difficult to live in a world without it. Just take a second and imagine if you didn't have your phone. My phone is attached to my hip all the time, and every other teenager is like that too. So just imagine if you didn't have your phone, you didn't have a computer, you didn't have TV. If you did have TV, you only had 4 channels instead of hundreds. So just imagine a world without it and how your grandparents grew up. It makes me think back to my nephew and how he'll grow up and the technology that he'll have when he's my age. And it really makes me worried in a way, but also grateful because there's going to be so much more technology, but I don't want him growing up in a world where he depends on it for things. So, yeah.